Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Maya. Today I'm going to give you a step-by-step walkthrough on how to integrate Google Drive with Salesforce. You may ask, why is this useful? Well, when you're working on a project with a large team, sharing files can be time-consuming. A great way to ensure your team has all the files they need in one location is to integrate Google Drive with Salesforce. Other benefits of integrating Google Drive with Salesforce include real-time synchronization, cost reduction, high data security, and efficiency. So, let's get started saving your company time and money. Okay, from the setup screen in Salesforce, you're going to type in Files Connect in the Quick Find bar. Then you're going to go ahead and make sure that reference is checked, as well as enable Files Connect and enable links conversion. You're going to go ahead and save. And now we're going to go over to the Google console and create a new project. So once you create your new project, you're going to name it whatever you like. I named mine Google's File Connect, and I press create. And then from there, you're going to go to the authentication screen, which is going to be on the left. It says consent screen, so you're going to click that and you're going to press create. You're going to put your app name in. I chose Files Connect, and I also put in my support email, which is my personal email, and I also put in developer contact information, which is also my personal email. And I went ahead and clicked save. And so now we're going to save and continue, save and continue. You have to go through the entire process. You don't have to change anything. It'll work just fine. Now you're going to go to credentials and click the Auth 2.0 client ID, and you're going to create a new one. So create credentials, Auth authentication client ID. You're going to select web application and select a name. Mine is Files Connect. And you're going to go ahead and create. So once you do that, you're going to get these two things. You're going to get your client ID and your client secret. You want to copy those down and save them someplace safe because you're going to use them later. Go ahead and press OK. And now we want to go back to Salesforce. We're going to type in authentication provider or auth provider in our quick find, and we're going to create a new authentication provider. The provider type is OpenID Connect. You're going to give it a name. Mine, again, is Google Files Connect. And the consumer key, which I copied down from the previous screen in the Google console. I have to go get it. Give me a second. And there it is. We have it all filled out. We have our consumer key, our secret key, and our authorized endpoint URL, as well as our token endpoint URL. We want to make sure all of that is filled in. And those are pretty generic. You can just copy and paste those. Now for our default scopes, you can also copy and paste that, but it shouldn't say OpenID email profile. It should just have a URL there. I actually had to go back and change that because I'm not sure. I just copied and pasted it, and it messed me up. So make sure that you have the https:// www.googleapis.com/auth/drive there, as well as send access token and include consumer secret SOAP API responses checked. Okay? And now you want to go ahead and save. Now, once you get to this screen, you're going to go ahead and copy and paste your callback URL because you're going to paste that into your Google console so that those pages will link. So in your authentication screen, it's going to revert back to this callback URL. So click on the app you just created under 2.0 client IDs, and under authorized redirect URLs, you're going to add that URL, that callback URL, excuse me, and just paste it and save. Okay, now we're going to go back to the Salesforce console, and in the quick find bar, we're going to type in new external data source. Go ahead and click that. And from there, we're going to select new external data source. All right, here, we're going to put Google Drive, Files Connect, Google Drive. Make sure that our authentication provider is selected from the first thing that we did. So you want to search for it and select what's there. And then whenever you click save, if you have that small little box check that says run the flow, upon save, you're going to be able to check and see if it's working. So you want to go ahead and sign into the account that you've created for this, or that has the permissions to use this. And so Google hasn't verified the app yet, so that's gonna pop up, but you can still continue and utilize the app. So once it's all done, you'll go back to external data sources. You'll see that Google Files integration has been completed. External objects is there. You can also validate and sync, which is something that you should do. So go ahead and validate and sync. I've already done this, so that's why it popped up. But you definitely want to validate and sync. So click that little select button and sync, and it'll say success, or it'll go back to the home screen once it's done. All right, there you go. And so the files integration has been completed. So now we want to make sure we have permissions. Everyone that's able or that needs to use this application can use this application and have access to the files. So we're going to go ahead and create a permission set for Google Files Connect. So type in permissions in the quick find bar. And I've already created a permission set for Google Files, a Google Files Connect user. So you want to do that first, and then you're going to go to System Permissions and make sure that Files Connect is clicked. It takes me a while to find it. It's down there somewhere. And there it is. Files Connect Cloud is selected under Permission Sets. Or actual system permissions. So you want to make sure you do that under system permissions. You want to go back, and then you want to go to apps. Under apps, it's external data source assets. So you want to make sure that Google Drive is also there. So you may have to add Google Drive there, just to make sure that Files Connect is using Google Drive as the external data source. Now you want to go back, we'll save that obviously, and then you want to go back out and you want to manage your assignments. So you want to make sure that all the users that need to be able to access these files can access these files. So I've already added myself here as a system administrator. Now I'm going to go ahead and add someone else just to show you how it works. So you want to go ahead and edit this user, go ahead and select them with the checkbox, press next, assign, and done. So one assignment was successful, and so you're done. So that person, as well as me, can utilize or see those files. So now, in order to check that everything worked out, we're going to also, again, we can see that validation step one more time. So now we're going to make sure that our files are synced. So we're going to go to our apps. We're going to type in sales. All right, so now we're in our Sales app. We're going to click on Files. And once we're there, we'll see Google Drive as a connected source. We'll click on Google Drive, and all of our files are there. So you're done. You have already integrated Google Drive with Salesforce. Good job.